what's the most shocking piece of health and wellness information that I have found out to be true during my health and wellness journey is most likely the fact that exercise boosts mood. What's up, dreamers? Welcome to Driving Vibin. Now, I have to start out by saying I knew this. Everybody kind of knows this. When you talk to somebody about exercise, they always say it's, to help your mood, it helps with your mental state. This is very much true. But when you are not in a routine, when you haven't gone through a routine yet, when you haven't gone through a routine yet and you haven't started, it's hard to kind of believe that, right? Because like you haven't felt it yet. So you hear people say this, you haven't really felt it yet. You may have done small bouts of exercise and not had that feeling, and then that would make it seem as though it's not true. But what happens is you do the bout of exercise and you keep doing that. So you do it for a week or 2 weeks, and then you start to really feel the emotional difference in your day-to-day life. Like when I never really had any desire to exercise growing up. I played sports. I didn't want to go to the gym. I didn't want to do anything outside of playing those sports. Okay, I also had a bad attitude growing up, so I didn't even participate. I didn't even really put too much effort into those sports, even though I was pretty good at the sports, right? So I didn't want to work out at all. Like I tried the gym several times, but I was not seeing the benefits of it, right? And because I only tried a couple of times and it never really stuck, I never saw the emotional benefit of it, which would have very much benefited me considering my emotional state in my younger years was pretty terrible. Okay, fast forward to 2017 when I first started, I was like, something's got to give. I started to realize maybe exercise will actually help me out, whether it is on an emotional level, or maybe it will just help me clear my brain enough to be able to sort all of this stuff out, like help figure out other ways to help my emotional state, but also have a little bit of a physical impact. And lo and behold, if that's how you actually say that phrase, after starting my exercise routine, going through it for about, again, like 2-3 weeks or so, I really saw a shift in my emotional state. I started to feel better. I started to have a better outlook on life. My, I used to suffer from anger, depression, anxiety, all of that. It seemed to have gone down. I started to have more mental clarity, so I could actually, again, which is what I kind of thought, I'd be able to navigate through these emotions better. So, wow, that is ultra dangerous. Anyways, the person's just standing in the street. Thanks. Welcome to Driving Vibin. Yeah, so now my mental clarity just got eliminated from that person standing in the street for some weird reason. So exercise 100% helped my mental state. And thinking back on it, like and I say this time and time again, until you go through the motions and until you start your journey and you actually are, you put some time. I can't say a couple weeks because it depends. It's all individual variances. Like it all varies on an individual level. But until you put some time into your health and wellness routine, until you start doing this exercise for X amount of time, it's gonna be hard for you to see the benefits. It's gonna be hard for you to feel the benefits. And when somebody says that those benefits are there, it's gonna be really hard for you to actually, understand that because you haven't lived through it. That's basically it. Is until you've lived through it, it's hard to kind of understand that. And regardless of what anybody says, it all sounds cliche. And I know this from experience, right? But it very much, that is probably hands down the number one information that I kind of knew, but I also learned, is that exercise 100% helps your mental state, your mental ability, your ability to think clearly, clears up brain fog. I mean, there's just a whole saloon of mental boosts that come from exercise, okay? If you have any thoughts of your own that you want to add, let me know in the comments. Let's get this conversation started. Hit that like button, helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And I hope to see you in my next video. Later, dreamers.